Hi Scorpio, welcome to High Vibe. My name is Nell Nicole. I will be your astrologer slash tarot reader for the day. Welcome back to those of you who are returning, and welcome to my first time High Vibers. All right, so within this reading, I'm going to switch some things up just a little bit. My back is hurting, y'all. I'm sorry if I keep adjusting and you guys hear my table moving and everything, but bear with me. I'm trying to get these readings in at under 15 minutes long. I usually do 30-40 minute readings, and it's too much on me. It takes too much energy. So, but the good thing is about this change, I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue for advice, but we're also going to do an astrological reading to begin this session. All right, y'all, so breathe with me. Let me take a deep breath. Spirit of love and light, give me whatever messages that you have for the Scorpio collective, sun, moon, and rising for the month of December 2019 into January 2019. What messages do they need to know in order to lead a life that is going to be along the path of their highest good? Spirit, thank you so much for these messages. Please be very deliberate with the messages and very direct. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right, Scorpio, where you at? First house. You feeling a little feisty, okay? It just is what it is. You're feeling a little bit in your bag, okay? It just is what it is. You guys have Mars there, right in that first house. And this is going to resonate a lot for the Scorpio ascendants, but it will also resonate for Scorpio sun and moon, all right? So you guys are feeling like it's time for you to get out here and get to it. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, okay? And it's really not even that. It's just it's a feeling. It's an energy. You're entering into rooms like you belong there, like you run them shits, okay? Mars is in your first house as well as Mercury. So you're really willing to take the steps to initiate, you know, to insert yourself into certain situations, in certain rooms, seats at certain tables, and to share your thoughts and to share your ideas and to share your thought processes. You're not afraid to speak your mind right now. And it's in that very Scorpio way where it can be very cutting. It can be very manipulative. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest. Y'all kind of know what to say to probe people and to get them primed to do what you want them to do and to say what you want them to say and to act how you want them to act. It doesn't always work. I'm a person that doesn't really work on. But I will tell you this, if you go into situations with genuine integrity and genuine energy, you're more likely to get a beneficial situation for yourself and everyone else involved. And that's just that on that. All right, second house, you got the sun in Sagittarius. So you guys are really expanding your ideas behind how to make your bank account fatter. You guys are really trying to open up your world of resources, okay? So whether that is people, whether that is money, whether that is material things that you have. I was getting ready to pull something off my my drawer, but yeah, so you guys are really wanting to see yourself as the types of people, or the space in your chart is illuminated, right, where you go to find your self-worth and your value. And so it's being expanded in your mind. The possibilities are almost limitless at this time of year for you, as far as what you think the possibilities are for your life, and as far as expansion and accumulating resources. Third house, you got a lot going on in your third house. So actually in your realm of communication, like how you're communicating, what your thought processes are, and how you're processing what other people are saying, right, and what you do with that information, it's a little bit challenging. You got Saturn and Pluto there. That conjunction is a very karmic conjunction, so watch your words. Watch your words. Don't say the wrong thing. Don't be too egomaniacal as you're speaking. You can walk into a room like a boss, but realize you're not nobody's boss in that room if you're not cutting checks, okay? And so you want to make sure that the things that you are putting out there are going to be actually beneficial to the people around you, because because Pluto wants to control and Saturn wants to regulate, okay? And so if you're coming off as very controlling and regulative to people that aren't willing to have that type of energy from you, then you're gonna see some backlash. Or if you're giving bad advice, you're gonna see some backlash, okay? If you're giving great advice, if you're helping people structure themselves, if you're helping people enter into situations in a way that empowers them, if you're helping people enter into situations in a way that makes them feel like they are their own authority, right? You're empowering people, then that's gonna yield you some great karma, okay? Because both of those planets have to do with ancestral karma and then our own karma of life. Like what goes up comes down. Whatever you do every action has a reaction type shit. So that's why I say be very, very careful. You want to be good, like completely thorough and in the right with your intent, with your tone, and with your communication styles, how you're actually going about spewing out the words, okay? And then you have Venus there and Jupiter. Jupiter makes things larger, so be careful not to embellish too many things because people are going to be able to see if you do that. And then also, what was I going to say? Yeah, because Jupiter, wherever it is, it expands things. So it's going to make you want to talk a lot. I would say what needs to be said. If it needs to be said, then say it. And it's going to come back and it's going to yield great rewards. If it don't need to be said, don't say it. Don't say it. Because Pluto in Capricorn and Saturn in Capricorn right there is like, don't do too much. They're very, what the hell? Those are both very restricted energies, and they want things to just be as they should be. Okay? Pluto can get a little bit controlling, and so like I said, that's where you don't want to be manipulative in your speech. You just want to say what it is. If it holds power, if what you're saying holds power, it's enough said. Okay? I hope I'm being clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth house in the house of fun. Do not overindulge. You have Neptune there right now, which is the planet of like disillusionment, and people, when they have Pluto in their chart, it's like a space where you can be like, have a tendency to overdrink, smoke too much, spend too much time out having fun, not enough time at home regulating your books. Okay, so make sure that you are actually in alignment with yourself, and you're partying when you're able to party and not out when you can't really afford it. Okay, boo? Sixth house, you got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth house, you got Chiron as well as the moon. So as it pertains to your health, there may be some issues that are going on there. There may be some issues. Yeah, might be some issues that's going on with your health where you're not really taking as good a care of yourself as you should be. If you need to seek mental health professionals, please go ahead and do so. If you need to seek, you know, a doctor, and you haven't been to the doctor in a very long time, you know that something's wrong and it's festering, the issue is festering, then you need to go get that taken care of, okay? Because sixth house is the house of your health and wellness, and with Chiron being there, it's called the wounded healer. So it's a person that, or it's a space that all people have a Chiron, okay? And everybody has, it has the same effect on everybody. It just has a different flavor for everyone. So Chiron is the space in our chart where we know that there is an issue and we're just so insecure about it and we don't know how to deal with it. And we almost can't solve the problem for ourselves. But when another person has that problem, because we've experienced it, we can tell them like, yo, you need to do this, this, and that, or else your shit gonna be fucked up. You see what I'm saying? We're able to be like almost a master teacher to other people, but then very rarely are we able to turn that mirror back on ourselves and do the work for ourselves. So don't be that person. Don't be that person. Do not neglect your health. If you see that your diet is fucked up and you don't, when you eat sugar, you don't feel good, stop eating sugar. Eat some greens and leafy vegetables. Or if you notice that, you know, you're diabetic and when you don't take your medicine, you're not feeling good, quit doing that. Take your medicine. If you notice that when you go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't wake up for work, don't do that. If you notice that when you go to the grocery store and you buy them extra things for the kids, then y'all can't eat dinner, stop doing that. It's about your daily routines, your daily tasks, your domestic duties. Okay? Oh, I need to plug this up. So make sure that you are doing what is going to be best for your health and wellness overall. All right? And even when it comes to like your house, your routines, you get it. All right, so seventh house would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh house is your Taurus is there. So in your house of relationships and open enemies, okay, so wherever you're intimate with people and wherever you have relations where it matters enough to the point where you are enemies, there's going to be some unexpected changes coming up, okay? You got Uranus there. Uranus is the planet of the unexpected, all right? And so with that being said, it's in Taurus, in a space where usually we're able to rely on the rigidity and the predictability of Taurus. No longer. That is no longer. All right, guys. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In your 9th house of higher learning, you have the North Node there. And so Spirit is calling you to actually take a moment to assess what it is that you do know and assess what it is that you don't know. And take the time to actually go and receive that information that you do not have. It's time for you to elevate. Oh, shit. Gosh, guys. Sorry about that. I keep dropping cards. It's time for you to elevate to the next level. So make sure that you're doing your due diligence and like allowing your mind to expand. Don't go into rooms thinking you know it all. Please don't go into rooms with the idea to share ideas, share perception, share ideologies. Allow yourself to be an open vessel to receive as well. Okay. I feel the need to keep telling y'all, like, don't be talking about stuff that you don't know nothing about. Don't be sitting up, excuse me, talking about some shit you don't know nothing about, because it's going to backfire on you, okay? Scorpio has a tendency to over-embellish, because you guys want power. Excuse me, let me take a drink. And so, don't make it an ego contest about what you know versus what the other person knows. Just go into spaces with the understanding that everybody is a teacher and a guide and a guru in their own right. And all experiences are valid. I mean, some people dumb as hell. We know this. You see what I'm saying? But just past that. You see what I'm saying. You probably get what I'm saying. All right. So I feel this air of, all right. First of all, you have the renewal card, which is the Tower card. Renewal is talking about like things kind of having to come down to get put back together so that they can be made greater, stronger, more foundationally structured and stronger. Okay. It says review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Okay, time to move in a new direction. So like I said, when these things come down, it's going to be favorable for you. It's not going to feel like it. It's going to feel like, oh my goodness, everything I worked so hard for is coming down, and like now I have to start at the, or I don't want to say start at the drawing board, but like now I have to go through this whole process again when I thought I just got done with the whole process. But guess what? Life is a process. You never stop processing. You never stop processing, especially when you're the type of person who really wishes to acquire power. That requires so many levels of metamorphosis and change and evolution. And you guys know that because inherently Scorpio is the king of metamorphosis. Okay, it is the queen of transformation. And so allow yourself to be in that space and allow others to allow yourself to take direction from others. All right, humble yourself a little bit sometimes and make sure that you are always doing what's best for you, not just what's going to be most beneficial to your wants, but what's going to be best for your needs. Okay, you also have the 7 of Fire, so you're feeling very, very like protective and defensive against yourself. There's also the 5 of Fire, which talks about competing goals. All right, and maybe even some arguments with somebody. So there's the energy of like, I don't know, it's this energy of competition. That's really what it is. But there's no need for the competition because really ain't nobody where they really want to be. That's the tea. That's the real kicker, is that like everybody's moving through life trying to get where they're trying to go, and the people that you're sort of in line to compete with right now, none of y'all are better off than the others. None of you are. What is going on here? My door keeps opening on its own. Then there's the 8 of Fire. So there's a lot of things that's going to be moving really, really quickly. This Tower moment might happen quicker than you perceive it to happen. Okay, but it's all going to happen in order to be able to move you forward. It's all going to happen in order to move you forward. Okay, and then you have the 4 of Air. So this is what I'm going to say. There may be an abrupt change in your life. Okay, and then after that, it's going to be a lull. It's going to be a little bit of silence. It's going to be a time for you to really sit back and think about how you want to handle the situation in order to not make the same mistakes over and over again, in order to not fall into the same pitfalls over and over again, because you're really trying to elevate. Right now is really about elevation for you. It's really about being open to take in, like I said, the information that you don't necessarily have. And you guys are so sturdy. You guys are so stubborn sometimes that like it's hard for you to learn, because if you don't think that the lesson is important, you're going to continue conquering, dividing and conquering. That's what Scorpio does. Okay, but right now I think that it's like time to take a little bit of a step back, because the divide and conquer, something about that is making it so that you're seeing some level of it might not even be resistance right now, but it's the competing goal. Like, you will sell it to somebody, but at the same time, it's at the end of the day, y'all don't want the same things. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have an agenda, they have an agenda. So life is going to ask you to, like, slow down a little bit so that you can come to terms with what your agenda is. Take a vacation is what it says. Allow more time before making a decision. So it's giving you a chance to sort of reevaluate how you want to go about things and what your real end goals are and why. And are they enriching your life or not? You know what I'm saying? You also have the 3 of water, which makes me feel like it's not all for nothing, and it's not a huge negative situation. It's just y'all's life is always so tumultuous. Like, it's no surprise that the Scorpios get the Tower card. Like, it's not a surprise at all. I just want you all to know life is moving forward for you. This is all going to be for the highest good of all involved, okay? And you also have the Sun, which makes me feel like right now is the time for you to really focus on you. And you got the Sun in your 2nd house, so it's the house of your values. It's about you valuing yourself. It's about you placing more value on maybe even your home life. And like I said, the things that you have around you, the people that you have around you, the resources that you have for you, not how you can go about like regulating other people's resources, or how you can expand into other people's situations. It's about how you can take your situation and expand it from the inside out. And so I think a reevaluation of priorities is in line. And it's going to come to you quickly because you're fighting a little bit. You're fighting. You're resisting something. And Spirit is saying, listen, you're fighting against your own good. Just chill on me. Because once you take a little minute to meditate and you gain that clarity, you will see you need to focus on the shit that's revolving around you, okay, in order for you to balance out that chariot and move forward. And it's going to strip some things from you real quick. You might have a second where you have to just sort of chill for a little minute, but then after that, I mean, I really feel like the people who are in your corner are really going to be there, and you're going to be able to see, like, wow, this is what my life needs to be, and this is how I need to show up for people, and how I need people to show up for me, and this is how I need to show up for myself. Okay, the cards that I got as far as your advice go, it says travel and strength. Okay, and so even with the travel, I feel like that is not a physical travel. It's not a physical travel. It's a traveling through states of mind. It's a traveling through paradigm shifts, right? When you're young, when you're a child, you do things the way that children do. And when you're grown and when you've gone through so many metamorphoses and you see the actual values and virtues that are important in life, you can start to make decisions from a different place. Still the same person, still the same surroundings, you know what I'm saying? But once you make that paradigm shift within yourself, you can make decisions from such a different place that you can change your reality and the reality of the people that you love in such a more grand way. I hope that makes sense for you, Scorpio. And then you also have strength, because I feel like even with you having this stripped down tower moment, you guys are the phoenix. Y'all know exactly how to get back up. Y'all know exactly how to go start from zero and build it all the way back up again. So not to worry, not to fret. Okay, Scorpio, I love you guys so much. I hope that this reading really resonates with you all. Didn't make it under 15 minutes, but you guys got all the information from me. So again, if you would like a personal reading, you can go to knownicole.com to book that. I also have crystals available at knownicole.com. One of them that relates to each chakra in the body. So go ahead and make sure you check out that line. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. As always, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys maybe later in the month for some love readings. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in 2020.